This is the graphics midterm, so I'm just gonna run it. We've got our cockpit kind of dealio. We've got some chairs for people to swivel and spin in and do all kinds of stuff. We've got the two screens on the sides showing cameras of the station that they're on, and two computer monitors that flicker and kind of have that rolling effect to it. So if you press 1, this is the camera angle you get. If you press 2, you kind of go in the upper left, and you can see this one much better, so you can see that it's changing. These are different. If you press 3, you go on the right side, see the walls and the floor. If you press 4, you kind of get like a closer view up to the windows. So you can see, don't worry about that. um, you can see the skybox in the background. So like the stars here just stay in the same spot. From this angle, it doesn't really look like there's a skybox because there's no stars beyond it. If you look here, there is. It's just the way that the skybox just so happens to line up. Yeah, so the camera angles here, they should change about once, maybe every 10 seconds, somewhere in there. Sometimes they'll randomly change back to the one they were just on, which kind of creates this offset between the two things. So this one just changed. There should be a blue screen on here. These also change about every 10 seconds. Yeah, so that changed. This one changed. Then they just so happen to be showing the same one now. They got that static. You can kind of see it. And like this rolling thing. I really like the way I did it. I accidentally made it so that way they kind of did that weird jittery thing all the time. About once every 3 seconds. But I just ended up liking the way that it looked. So there's the blue screen. So there's a blue, a purple one, and one with like the old Star Wars. Yeah, there it is. Looks like this tracking software they had in Star Wars. So that's pretty dope. The station didn't have any texture, so it's just got like a simple, kind of whitish texture, just to that you see it. But it's kind of hard to see depth with this. There's only the fixed camera angles. If you just mash the keys, you can see that. But yeah, so that's that. I don't think there's anything else I actually need to show. I am rendering the big space station off screen. You just can't see it. So if I change this just to show you, I should now be using the fly camera. We'll get some better looks, some better views. Yeah, so here's the outside of the cockpit. You can see it's just got the walls on the sides. We can get closer to here, just to look at these a bit closer. So there's like you can see the fins and the bars. I tried to place them in spots that looked kind of okay-ish, where you might be looking at pieces of the station. But as you can see, that station is nowhere to be found here. Oh my gosh, where could it possibly be? It's on its own kind of separate render amount. So if I change this to this, so my FBOs aren't rendering anything at all from the cockpit, but this does occupy the same space as the cockpit. You just can't ever see it because it's just the way it's set up. This is a big model. Nice though. Yeah, it's not being lit just because I needed to be able to see it. So yeah, so that does exist. It's just not at all in the same spot where the cockpit is. I tried to keep that kind of immersion by having the fixed camera angles and I could control everything. I think I did a pretty good job of it. And hopefully Yeah, like it's kind of hard to see both of them at the same time. But you kind of can. But I believe that is everything. Yes, that is all.